There was some talk in caucus meetings that were occurring in the House or the Senate in which people had raised concerns or objections, some of which is misinformation or they don't have the right information about what we're doing. For example, there's some people who think that the increase in the sports betting percentage tax is against sports bettors themselves. That's not the case. It's only on the sports betting companies, right? DraftKings, FanDuel, other companies like that. And similarly on the other matter, which is somewhat complex, net operating loss carryforwards. Not everybody's familiar with those, but we actually have lowered the tax on net operating loss carryforwards from what it had been. There had been a limitation of 100,000. We raised that limitation to 500,000, so more companies could take deductions essentially on their taxes. So having said that, we realize that we may not be able to get to all of the members or explain it properly to all of them, and just wanted to make sure that they understood our leaders of our agencies needed to understand that if those new revenues don't come through, that we'll probably be hearing from the legislature about cuts that they want to make. And so we wanted to put everybody on notice. That's the real purpose of that memo. More broadly, obviously there are Republicans who object to some of it. There are Democrats who've expressed some objection. We're hoping that people come to a better understanding of it, or they decide to make changes to the budget. And so we've got to balance the budget, and that's the real message that I think everybody in the legislature knows that I'm sending.
Now we have to look at the majority party leaders of the House and Senate. Are they actually going to stand their ground on preventing $800 million in taxes and fee increases and do the fiscally responsible thing, which is to finally cut our spending? Or are they going to fall prey to this governor that likes to throw his weight around that we have in the governor's mansion? And finally, I want to highlight additionally one more piece of the governor's memo regarding ARPA funds, which is something that we've talked about for several years around here as well. And it's basically exactly what we said is going to happen as we've gone through these appropriations committee and several budgets since then. And I quote, "Keep in mind that the end of the access to federal ARPA funds make it impossible to sustain many programs without additional revenue." Now, who would have thought that we were taking in all these federal funds and creating programs that are going to be going in perpetuity, that the state was going to have to finally pick up one of these days, which they said that they were being responsible in not doing that. I think we're clearly seeing that that's becoming a problem here. We said this was going to happen. Now here we are.